Hello again, guys. KiLLAB Sports here again today, and welcome to the pilot episode of a new show. Yes, I quite have not figured out a name yet, but don't worry, I will think of something. This show will be designed to inform and to interact with you guys the audience. Think of this to be roughly a 10-minute episode of Sports Center. That's about the longest I want to make it, but this might be a little bit shorter. We'll see. That's just my rough estimate. But I want to try to do one episode a day, and if I miss one, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter to know when I'll be missing a day. But I don't want to waste your guys' time, so I'm just going to get right into it. So to start off with the news today, we have an update on LiAngelo Ball. So it seems that Norm LaMelo Ball will be playing overseas, as most European clubs want nothing to do with the family. One GM had said that the kids have, quote, have zero experience, I don't know what to do with the dad, and I don't like it, we're not going to sign them. Yes. Wow. They also signed with agent Harrison Gaines, who actually represents Alonzo, so it's Alonzo's agent. And Gaines is trying to convince the team overseas to sign them. And really, I'm going to give my 2 cents again. Again, I haven't had a problem with LeVar, but I just took some time to think about it, and it really seems like he's crossed the line. Like, it keeps looking slimmer and slimmer that Jello and now even LaMelo have no future in the NBA, and these kids are very talented, but the decisions that LeVar makes for them, it seems like it's just not going to pay off in the end, because the NBA it's so very far away from them from getting there, and we're going to have to see what ends up happening with that. Next, we have an update on Ryan Shazier, which we all know he suffered this awful injury, a scary injury in Monday night's game against the Bengals, where he literally looked like for a good amount of time he couldn't even move his legs. Scary stuff. Shazier actually underwent spinal stabilization surgery. That was a little bit hard to say. Wednesday night, no word yet if he'll be out for the season, but I'm going to try to keep you guys updated. If anything comes out in the next episode, I'll probably cover it if anything does come out with it. But just my thing on it, everyone's praying for you, Ryan, and for me, I'm praying for you, man. Hopefully you can come back stronger than ever, because you're like one of the most gifted linebackers I've ever seen. You are insanely fast. You're just an absolute monster on the football field, and we don't want to see you go. And we just hope that you come back stronger than ever, and we're all praying for you, man. So come back stronger than ever. Some news on the Browns today, as they have announced the firing of Executive Vice President Sashi Brown, and they're now looking to have former Chiefs General Manager John Dorsey as pretty much the prime candidate to replace Brown. For right now, Hugh Jackson will remain as the head coach through the 2018 season, but whoever the new executive vice president is will have that decision to make. So we'll have to see what goes down with that. The Browns really are just unfortunately a dumpster fire, and I could go worse, but that's what I'm going to go with. And I think this could be good. They need a change. Sashi Brown has traded that number 2 pick, and he's missed on guys like Carson Wentz. He's missed on guys like Deshaun Watson, franchise quarterbacks. And right now they're stuck with Deshaun Kaiser, who has thrown a league-high 15 interceptions. So hopefully, if it is John Dorsey, we'll see what he does, if he can help the Browns. But I really hope the Browns can one day be a great football team. Next, New York Jets defensive end Muhammad Wilkerson will likely be cut after this season. New York Daily News' Manish Mehta, if I'm saying that right, has said that, quote, some people are ticked off at Wilkerson's repeated violation of team rules and have, quote, grown tired of Wilkerson's disappearing act on game day. And Wilkerson was a former Pro Bowl player, and it's been really bad for him. Wilkerson signed a massive 5-year, $86 million deal with, get this, $53.5 million guaranteed before the start of the 2016 season. And ever since he signed that, he's disappointed with 2.5 sacks in a total of 40 tackles. I think really what he just needs is a fresh new start. Sometimes we need fresh new starts, and hopefully Wilkerson could get his career back on track. Now, this is the part of the show where I don't talk about news, This is almost like a feature in the newspaper, which, if you don't know what a feature in the newspaper is, it's basically pretty much the opinion piece in a newspaper. So if there's like a topic like of interest, right? In this case, we'll do a sports. The writer can talk about that and they can give their opinion on something. So it's kind of what a featured part of a newspaper is. So the first feature of this new show I'll be giving my take on Odell Beckham's double standard comments. KB Wrestling had some stuff to say about this too. I talked to him yesterday, but I'm just gonna give my quick little opinion on it. But just to give a quick rundown, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, if this sounds foreign to you, Tom Brady yelled to offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels on the sidelines in Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills, right? And Odell looks up to Tom Brady. He called him the GOAT, and Odell feels that he should be given a pass like Brady was for yelling to a coach. And he feels like there's a double standard out there, and I can agree with that. I honestly feel like there shouldn't be a double standard, but since there is one, I think Odell just needs to be in the league longer. And just explain what I mean. Obviously, don't get me wrong, Odell's one of the best, but if he plays in the league for a long time, right? If he continues the success that he's been having, he'll get a pass. He'll get a pass. Trust me. Tom, he's been absolutely fantastic. 5 Super Bowl rings, and he's been given a pass just because he's been in the league for a long time, and he's just been successful. He'll have his pass. Trust me. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure Steve Smith was even given a pass too once he got a little bit later into his career. So Odell, he just has to wait until there is no double standard for him. So that's all I got to say on that. Well, this is the part of the show where we wrap things up with the injury report. Yes, the injury report. And this basically is just going to be saying who's injured right now and what's their status. Saints running back Mark Ingram is questionable with a toe injury for tonight's game versus the Atlanta Falcons, but is expected to play. Bengals wide receiver John Ross has been placed on season-ending IR with a shoulder injury, and he's kind of just been really disappointed this year. Matt Stafford in today's practice was thrown with his injured right hand. He suffered that in the game last week against Baltimore, so he is looking to be on track to playing against the Buccaneers this Sunday. Dak Prescott looks to be in shape of playing versus the New York Giants as he has begun throwing with his injured hand, so that's a good sign for Cowboys fans who are looking to make the postseason. And now for NBA, Kawhi Leonard, who has yet to make his season debut, is out Friday versus Boston, but will look to make his season debut Saturday versus the Phoenix Suns. So we finally get to see Kawhi this season, and the Spurs right now are sitting at 3rd in the Western Conference. Paul George will not be playing tonight versus the Brooklyn Nets in Mexico City with a right calf contusion. Sorry if I'm saying that right. Alright, well, that will just about wrap things up. Don't click off the video yet because I just want to say one thing. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys want me to go back to my old ways, then I'll go back to my old ways, but I love this idea and I want to run with it. So just let me know what you guys think about it, and I'm KiLLAB Sports and I'm out.